Hey guys, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Killer Croc from Batman the Animated Series. So come on, let's get started. Alright guys, well today's video comes as a special request from a very special young artist. I got to spend some time with some dear nephews not too long ago, Mikey and Will. While we're sharing some stories, sharing some laughs, Mikey wanted to spend some quality time with his uncle's sketchbook. He knows the way to my heart. So while we're drawing, Mikey's showing me just how talented he already is. Let me show you some of the artwork that he has handed to me. So check this out. We've got some real raw talent here. We've got some warriors here. We've got Meowscles, which is a riot. He's a Deadpool fan. So he has some really great drawing potential here, and I can't wait to see what you draw next, Mikey. So while I was having my drawing session, Mikey gave me some great video ideas, and one of them fits in just fine with the track we've been on. He wanted specifically Killer Croc. So from Batman the Animated Series, let's dive into Killer Croc. Okay, so we're going to draw in this character, but because he is hunched over, what I do is I start with the shoulders and his torso before I go and I throw in his neck. So what I do is I start with his chest, which I shape like this, and his torso is going to be shaped quite like kind of like this, okay? So if he has his shoulders in like this, his hips are kind of be on this angle here, and his head would normally be up here. So I'm going to take that length, I'm going to bring it down here to show me where his feet are going to go. And about halfway between this line and his waist is where we're going to put his knees in. All right, so we're going to kind of roughly put in some leg poses here. All right, I already know the pose I'm going for, which is helpful when you're putting together a video. So don't be discouraged if your positioning isn't always dead on. Obviously, I plan these out ahead of time. Okay, so he's going to be kind of stepping forward here. And let's see, it would be helpful. Okay, so let's throw in one foot here, and the other foot is going to kind of be back here, and I'm going to show a stepping motion here. All right. Okay, so let's give him an arm over here. Let's see, his ribs would stop here, so this is where his elbow would go. And let's throw in, yeah, one hand like this, and the other arm, let's see, elbow here. So as well as planning out what you're going to draw, I do have the reference material in front of me. So that's why it all kind of comes together kind of quickly here. So if we have his abs like this, his pecs are going to go up here, like so. Like that. And now let's figure out where his neck would go. And he's hunched over a little bit. So we're going to give him a pose like this. Okay, so now that we're in here like this, I'm going to kind of clean up the head a little bit. So we've got the horizontal and the vertical axis lines, which give us where his eyes are going to go, right? And because he's in the style of Bruce Timm, you got to remember that it's the economy of lines here. So we're going to give him a brow down here like this. Bruce and the crew, they like to kind of stick to a more realistic interpretation of the Batman characters. Today's day, Killer Croc is very much reptilian. He has a tail now and claws. But really, Killer Croc was a human man with some deformities. His name is Waylon Jones, who has a skin disorder, and it's very much based in reality. It gives him a crocodile-like hide to his skin. So he comes up with the name Killer Croc after leaving a sideshow circus, joining a wrestling team, and then leaving that for a life of crime in Gotham City. So let's give him his mouth here like this, and then his jaw. I prefer this take on Killer Croc to the current comic books, because I don't like that they turned him into the lizard from Spider-Man. He's very much a human being. Alright, so let's give him those eyes. You're looking right at us. Okay. Now, his head comes back like so. And he has these bumps, these two lines of ridges on his cranium here. Let's see. And there we go. Give him those sharpened teeth. Let's color that in there like that. All right. And let's give him that physique that gives Batman a run for his money. So here we're going to give him a neck here, because like I said, he's hunched over. So let's see, his clavicle would go here. I'm going to bring that on the other side too. And now let's give him his trapezius muscles here into his arms. Okay. So now you'll notice that Killer Croc, they didn't streamline him like they do with most of the characters. They gave him a little more detail than normal. And that includes not giving him straight lines into his arms. So, got that arm there. Let's put this arm behind his pecs, which can go in like that. And let's draw it in like so. Now, Croc had only been in a handful of episodes, and most of them were really just cameos. He had a couple really good ones. Vendetta was the initial episode he was in, where he was a criminal who strong-armed Harvey Bullock to get some revenge on him for putting him away before in the past. It was a terrific episode. It really highlighted Harvey Bullock and what he does for the city of Gotham. So he wears the bottom half of his prison attire. When he broke out, he didn't bother changing. All right, so let's give him his belt loops. And go in like that. There's a button there. Give him some creases to his pants there. And I'm just coming straight down here. I've got everything all figured out, so I'm just kind of making my way south here and figuring out the rest of this sketch. So I decided that he'd be stepping forward, just like the illustration I'm using here. And I'll just switch it up a little bit here, because I don't need to copy the entire thing. But the essence of it is there. All right, so now let's fix this up a little bit here. Croc never wears shoes. And he does have claws. All right. And this leg, let's touch it up a little bit here. All right. Now, when you have a character walking forward, it's always best that back leg, you do want to make it a little smaller. Give it a little bit of, you do want to give that nuance that he's three-dimensional. Now I kind of skirted around his hands. Let's give him those big hulking hands of his. So I really like the pose here, so I'm going to go with it. So if we're going to draw the back of his hand like so, okay, so we got the back side of his hand. We're going to move his fingers in like so, and his thumb will go like this. He's got that meaty part of the hand here, like so. And I'm going to give him one finger like that, and the others will just kind of be tucked underneath. And now this one, because it's the side of his hand, I'm going to draw it like a triangle like so. And then we've got one thumb like that. And I got a finger like this, but I want to remember that he's got claws, so just like that and like that. All right. Now with Croc, you got to remember those other details. He's got those big bumps, kind of like ridges on a crocodile, right? So he has those bumps up on his shoulders. He's got them along his back, and he has them on his head. He does have a couple on his forearms. And like that. And let's give him some more here. Okay. Throw those trapezius in there, make sure that's in. And his sternum kind of caved in a little bit there. And there you have it. There is Killer Croc. Mikey, I hope you liked this video. Guys, if you like this video and you like drawing with me, I've got some other Batman videos right here for you. I want to thank you guys so much for drawing with me. Mikey, I can't wait to see what you come up with next. Please send those in to me, guys. I love taking a look at your artwork. Until the next video, we will see you later.